Welcome back to World of Tanks. I'm Devs, and this is the best versus the rest, where I show you one of the best replays from whatreplays.eu, and then I show you some live gameplay in that same tank, just so you can see what it's like for the average player. Enjoy. Alright, and welcome back. We have Decor in the 60 TP, the Polish heavy tank. This thing kind of got a little bit of a nerf when the HE changes were made. Just because it's got such a large caliber gun, as it was shooting HE, you do 300, 400 damage and you wouldn't even penetrate. Where in comparison, the standard rounds that obviously you'll probably be bouncing, 750. Jeez, I'd definitely take the HE rounds. But as you can see now, Decoy is only bringing 2 HE rounds, so HE is just completely changed. But this thing is pretty decent when it's hull down. On saying that, it's not impenetrable, because as you can see, it's got the cupola on the right, and then this little viewport just here is also a weak point, technically. So if you are up against a 60 TP, you can always try and do that. But as you can see, big gun makes it not as accurate as what you'd hope. So you can see the Decor is going with a very premium loadout, majority gold, and he's also running food as the consumables. But on saying that, he did say in his replay comments, or the title, he was literally about to sell this tank from the game before this. So obviously RNG has just made things a little bit better for him, and you're going to see why it's worth having this tank, in my opinion. It's not really much of a Clan Wars vehicle, so if you are looking for the Clan Wars meta tanks, this isn't. But on saying that, I've recently got it because it was top of the tree last month, and it's actually the tank that got me the Chimera. I had to finish Alliance 15, which Alliance 15 is your American, British, and Polish tanks, and I pretty much had to do 6,500 damage in one game, which for some people that's easy, but as an average player, it can be a little bit tricky. But funnily enough, it was this same map. I think it was about 11 o'clock at night. I was like, nah, I'm going to have one more game and going to bed. And yeah, ended up getting that 6,500 damage. I think I ended up 6, 7 or 7,000 damage. And yeah, I was stoked. But now I've got the real grind of doing the 279E missions. So yeah, things are looking pretty even at the moment for Decor, although his team is up by 3,000. But on saying that, that doesn't take into consideration everyone out of the render distance. So all the tanks on his team on that eastern side, they could be on 1 HP, and you won't know until they get into your render distance. Quite unlucky with that one. But I reckon the 60 TP is quite an enjoyable tank. I find the grind up to it was pretty good. I don't think there were any real tanks that I absolutely hated. I've done the T57 Heavy, which is the American auto-loading heavy tank. I think it's the Tier 9, the T54E1. You have to shoot gold in that thing. It's standard round penetration is something like 181 mil, and that's a tier 9 tank. Like, it's ridiculous. I could be wrong about like if it's tier 9, but I think it is. But yeah, I absolutely hated that thing. But yeah, so what have we got? Standard rounds, 250 mil pen, and the gold rounds we've got 317 mil pen, which that's not too bad. Yeah, the 250 mil pen, obviously, that's why Decor is kind of relying on the gold a little bit more. But also, on saying that, it could also be the fact that, as I mentioned before, he was ready to get rid of this thing. And that's a good thing about the 60 TP. When you hit, it really punishes the enemy team. Like 806 damage in one shot to that IS-32. To be fair, that is a tier 9 heavy up against the tier 10. But so things are starting to look pretty good. That M48's pushing up, hunting down the Arties, which obviously as a heavy tank driver you don't really appreciate the heavies too much. But also, on saying that, the enemy team has just finished the last on the eastern flank, and it looks like they might be trying to cap out. Which really, the Kunzpanzer and the M48 Patton are really the only tanks that can probably get there reliably and stop it. But I suppose we'll see how this all plays out. I was just about to say this should be a nice easy shot on the GWE 100 because it's such a big target, but unfortunately just RNG not really on Decor's side there. Alright, so what are we at? We're 7 minutes into the game and Decor's already up to 4,800 damage, 600 assist and 400 block. Not too bad. He spotted 2 people, killed 2 people, which is also quite good. That'll help with his XP at the end of the game, although we already know he's got the ace tanker. So yeah, it looks like the enemy team is really trying to cap this one to win it. But the Emil 2, he's all about winning that game. You can see he's just rolling in, trying to get the decap, and he managed to scare them off the cap, essentially. Like, alright, so that T-57 only had 2 shots in his magazine, but now he's on for quite a long reload, so Decor should have a nice easy shot. Easy kill. Emil 2, report 77 and 60 TP, stupid idiots. Well, I don't know about you, Hutech, but it looked like Decor was pretty much trying his best to get back there. Like, you're in a faster tank. What are you complaining for? But, yeah, on saying that Emil only has 9,000 games. A lot of people say that in this game, you pretty much have like the first 5,000 to 10,000 games is a tutorial, like learning how to play. So I think that Emil was just a little bit upset that he got killed. On saying that, although he did get killed, if things go the way we're assuming them to go, now that it's 2-on-4, it should be a nice win for Decor's team. And as you can see, the snapshot ability of the 60 TP is not overly that great, but looks like the mediums just wanted to go in, get their kills, and see how they go. Because, as you know, even if you're going to lose, you do what you can, take out the arty. It's just an easy kill. Might as well do it. All right, and even the two arties are quite salty. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess this is on the EU server. Sounds like there's a lot of angry people on that server. Like the old video goes. Why you have to be mad? It's only game. Oh, oh, that's unlucky. Right, so they got the Conway capping, which I don't know if that's really the right choice. How much health? Yeah, especially when he's got that much health on him. He could have just come up there, taken a shot at the 140, and yeah, at least help decor a little bit. But now we're down to a 1v3, well 3v1 if you're on decor's team. So it seems like everything should be in the bag, but we'll just wait to see how things go. Obviously, the 140 is just trying to get guns out of the battle, which is the right thing to do. But that flick shot from Decor, that was nice. And, yep, obviously he's gone over to try and get rid of the 7772. And now, realistically, unless Decor misses or bounces his shot here, he can take a few hits and he'll be able to win this easily. But the Conway's decided he's not going to cap anymore. So what Decor should be doing here is kind of just waiting for the Conway to come, because then that way, if the 140 pushes someone, but Decor got the nice flick shot there and ended up getting 5 kills. All right, let's jump into the post-game stats and see how Decor went. All right, and here we are with the post-game stats. As you can see, wanted to sell this trash tank one match before. WN8, 10,944. I'm guessing he's obviously just talking about that game for reference. Ace Tanker, high caliber for the most damage done in the game, 7,515. Pretty good. 5 kills, blocked 1,040 damage, and 4 kills in total. So yeah, obviously he just carried this game massively. Yeah, that Emil that was getting grumpy, obviously not too bad. GWE, like telling everyone to burn in hell. He fired 7 shots and he splash damage to 6, causing 463 damage. Like, that's a little bit average for an arty, in my opinion. But so with a premium account, Decor only just made profit, which is 9,108. Yeah, obviously firing a lot of gold in that match. Shots fired 20, 17 hits, and only 12 pens. Not much you can do when you're in a heavy tank. There were some snipey shots. Like, he got one shot at over 300 meters, which is impressive. But then, ended up 1,243 base XP for an easy ace tanker. All right, let's jump into the 60 TP and see how we go. All right, and welcome back into my 60 TP. Just a quick overview of the loadout: improved aiming, gun rammer, and turbo. Pretty medium with the standard round to gold round layout. But I've actually been rather enjoying this thing since I got it. I was just having a look before, and I think I've got in terms of marks of excellence, I've got 45% out of 35 games, which for some people, that's not much, but for an average player, it's pretty all right. All right, so I'm already not liking the fact that they've got a platoon of a Cranvarn and AMX. this TNH has the right idea. Just want to see if I can... Ah. Jesus, that Progetto just got fucked.
Withdraw from that position. Positive.
Alright, so surprisingly, the AMX and the Cranvarn have actually gone down the other flank. Which is, yeah, really weird considering the one line on this map is really good for hold down tanks. But hey, I'm fine with that. Alright, well the Cranvarn's already dead. Come on. There we go, that's all we wanted to do. Alright, and I didn't get spotted for that. Yeah, nice. So, we'll just wait. That's one bad thing about this tank. Got a long old reload. I was thinking about pushing the Chieftain P there, but... Ooh. He just fucking smacked up our... What was our arty doing up there? Oh, you motherfucker. Alright, well, I'm surprised we only took the, like, one shot there. Right, so the Char Future's running away.
Moving to cover your flank.
Oh, even got a nice little high roll with that.
Much obliged. Confirmed.
I bet old mate wasn't expecting me to roll for 8-14 there. But, alright. Kind of worried about this Cobra, etc. Because, yeah, we're getting absolutely fed, if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, you're kidding me.
We fixed the tracks. Let's roll.
Alright, so just trying to not get splashed by Artie so much. But that isn't really paying off for me. Just trying to think what's going to be my best move. Because I need to try and get somewhat bloody Artie safe, but because Conway was peppering me as well. So if I can find where the Conway is, hopefully I can put in a nice shot.
Penetration.
Right, so I think the Cobra's only really, well, I don't know how things are going on that front. Yeah, Cobra, unless I get really lucky, he's a 2-shot. I think I just need to rush this Conway. Try and take him out. Oh, no. Come on. Turn a bit more for me, buddy. Because, yeah, these guys are... They're pretty much just stuck in a corner. Like, they can't do anything. Like, I just don't have a clue where this bloody Conway's gone. If I'm completely honest. Well, looks like we're just going to be going after the Artie, see what we can do. Although, I don't know where... Because I know that one of them's going to be coming for me. One of them's going to get real greedy. So if I can at least get somewhat hold down. Get a first shot off. There you go. One of them. I'm just going to get spotted, like out-spotted here. Well, I think if anything, they're going to be coming from that way. But yeah, nah. They're not even going to try and look for me. Well, 4k damage, but yeah, 2 kills. I feel like, yeah, there probably wasn't much. Oh no, they are. Are they going to cap or 2, 1? Ooh. He knew roughly where I was. All right. Yeah, so 4k damage, 2 kills. Not too bad. As you can see, like, this thing just packs a punch. 750 damage on average, and yeah, that Chieftain prototype got lucky with a high roll. Managed to take me out for 814 or whatever it was. So yeah, top on our team by damage done and top by experience. Like, I don't want to point fingers or anything, but I don't know what this guy was doing. Like, if you look back, he literally just drove into the open, got tracked, and just sat there and just died instantly. All right, so yeah, not too bad. Made 38,000 credits. That is with clan boosters running though. But hey, 9 shots, 6 hits, and 6 pens. So 100% pen rate, not too bad. 990 blocked and 850 assistance. And hey, I even got 5 bonds out of it. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed this one. If you guys do play water tanks and you do come across any like funny moments in your game, upload it to whatreplays.eu, and then I've got the link from the Discord in the description. Jump into there and you'll see there's a section in the chat where you can post your link, let me know what happens and roughly if you know when it's going to happen. And yeah, I might even turn it into a short, which is what I've been doing. There should be a short live now. One of my mates playing in his IS5 had a bit of a funny moment, so check that one out. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.